The talk around the association is that the Golden State Warriors aren't done pulling off blockbuster deals. In fact, their recent move to acquire Andrew Wiggins from the Minnesota Timberwolves may have only been a precursor to making a push for the reigning MVP, Giannis Antetokounmpo. According to reports, the Dubs are stockpiling assets to make a swing for Giannis. A combination of Wiggins and multiple first-round picks would likely be their best offer. Giannis has taken the league by storm. Only 3 years after winning the Most Improved Player award, Antetokounmpo is on pace to win his second straight MVP and has led the Milwaukee Bucks to a league-best 49-8 record. The Warriors are currently finding themselves on the opposite end of the spectrum, sitting at the bottom of the Western Conference. However, with Steph and Curry's return on the horizon and Klay Thompson coming back next season, hopes are high in the Bay Area. There is no doubt that acquiring Giannis would put the Warriors over the top. This acquisition seems like one of a fairy tale, but here are the reasons why the Dubs may actually pull it off. Trade assets. The Golden State Warriors front office has been hard at work retooling their roster. The loss of Kevin Durant was quickly covered up by the trade of D'Angelo Russell, who was then flipped for Andrew Wiggins and 2 future draft picks. It's a business, and the Warriors are doing a great job of stockpiling assets. The Warriors not only have a valuable pick in this year's upcoming draft, but own the Minnesota Timberwolves 2020 and 2021 first-round picks as well. The goal would be to trade the picks along with Andrew Wiggins to create a sweet package. Wiggins is 24 years old and still full of potential, averaging 22.1 points this season. In order to pull off a trade for a player of Giannis Antetokounmpo's caliber, it would take more than 2 first-round picks and Wiggins, but the Bucks might not have a choice if Antetokounmpo decides that the Bay Area is where he wants to play. When Kevin Durant left the Warriors, he made himself available to be traded to the Brooklyn Nets in order for the Dubs to acquire Russell. This was a good move for the Dubs, but they ultimately had no other choice. If Giannis is persuaded to join the Warriors, he could leave the Bucks in a similar position. Now we will discuss how Giannis may be convinced to join Golden State. Supporting cast. The Golden State Warriors can offer a supporting cast that is stronger than perhaps any other in the league. Stephen Curry, Klay Thompson, and Draymond Green are the creams of the crop when it comes to big threes. The Splash Brothers are 2 of the greatest shooters in league history, while Green has proven he can be a game-changing defender. The 3 pushed Golden State to 5 straight NBA Finals and secured 3 championships. No team can offer a collection of players with more experience than Curry, Thompson, and Green. The spacing that Curry and Thompson create would be on full display, with Giannis Antetokounmpo dominating in the paint. Opposing teams would have to pick their poison, as effectively defending all areas of the floor is nearly impossible with a squad this talented. Giannis is the most dominant paint presence the league has seen since Shaquille O'Neal. He is second in the league for total dunks with 155 and is shooting an incredible 76.8% in the paint. It would be basketball heaven for Giannis in Golden State. He would make a living off of rolling to the rim and running pick and rolls with Curry. It's hard to imagine a more fun playing situation than the one Giannis could create with the Warriors. Frustration in Milwaukee. Above all else, potential frustration playing for a small market team in Milwaukee could be the thing that pries Giannis Antetokounmpo away from the Bucks. It's likely that the current roster the Bucks have is the best way they will ever be able to offer Giannis. No one is signing up to play in Milwaukee, and they are running short on cap space as they owe the combination of George Hill, Brook Lopez, Eric Bledsoe, and Chris Middleton over $60 million next season. As of now, everything is joyous in Milwaukee. The Bucks are the best team in the league and are poised for another deep playoff run. However, if history repeats itself, the Bucks supporting cast will crumble under the pressure yet again. Last season, the Bucks finished as the top team in the Eastern Conference and felt confident they would reach the NBA Finals after winning 6 straight against the Boston Celtics and Toronto Raptors. Then, as quickly as they went up 2-0 against Toronto, they dropped 4 consecutive games and went home packing. Much like LeBron James' first stint in Cleveland, repeatedly failing in the playoffs could put pressure on Giannis to jump ship. If the Bucks fail to reach the finals this year, Giannis may grow frustrated. This is important because he is set to be offered a super max contract this summer. This means Giannis will have to address his future with the franchise sooner rather than later. A meltdown in the playoffs might be enough to keep him from committing long-term to the Bucks. After losing 4-1 to the Miami Heat in the Eastern Conference semifinals, combined with 2 years of playoff disappointment with the Milwaukee Bucks, Giannis Antetokounmpo's doubts could lead him to the Golden State Warriors. Whether it be this offseason via trade or in the 2021 offseason via free agency, there are a lot of rumors circulating about Giannis Antetokounmpo's future in Milwaukee after back-to-back years of playoff failure. Could the Golden State Warriors be a perfect fit? While it may seem improbable that the Warriors could swoop in and grab Antetokounmpo within the next year or so, it may be exactly what the Warriors plan on doing. With the number 2 pick in the 2020 NBA draft and some valuable trade assets, future picks and players, the Warriors have the ability to acquire Giannis Antetokounmpo via trade this offseason. If Giannis truly believes that there is no championship future with the Bucks and he decides it is in his best interest to pursue another franchise with championship pedigree, the Bucks as an organization needs to identify that trading him is in their best interest for future success. If the Warriors offer up Andrew Wiggins and Eric Paschall, along with the number 2 pick in the 2020 NBA draft and Minnesota's 2021 first-round pick, it will be very hard for them to turn that offer down, knowing Giannis may leave the following offseason. The biggest concern for the Warriors in efforts to acquire Giannis Antetokounmpo will be how the recent events of the global pandemic affect the NBA's finances and projected salary caps for the coming years. The Warriors are already tied down to 4 contracts over $20 million on their roster. So in order to acquire Giannis, they would have to trade at least one of these contracts, as Antetokounmpo is set to become the highest paid player in NBA history with his next deal. The Toronto Raptors and Miami Heat are also rumored to be potential suitors for Giannis Antetokounmpo if he decides to walk out of Milwaukee. With the recent success the Raptors and Heat have had over Giannis and the Bucks, Vincent Goodwill of Yahoo Sports had this to say about the Raptors and Heat rumors of acquiring him. It's no wonder many in league circles believe Miami and Toronto are the frontrunners in the Antetokounmpo sweepstakes, with one observer telling Yahoo Sports it's an open secret within the Orlando bubble. It seems hard to believe that the Heat would tear apart their team, which just beat Giannis and the Bucks 4-1 in the Eastern Conference semifinals, by trading their young all-star caliber players, completely flipping their roster. This brings us to the end of our video. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like on the video and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on any of our videos in the future. With that, I'll see you in the next video.